Hi.
Hello?
Hi, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, Larry Richenstein from WePower Technologies.
And what do we see here? Is this energy harvesting?
This is an energy harvesting water detector, leak detector, where we have a way to wirelessly transmit a situation when the water is in your basement, under a washing machine or a dishwasher. Whatever the situation, this unit can sit on the floor for up to 50 years or more, and the first time it gets wet, it'll send a wireless signal with no batteries directly to your hub in your home.
Is this what's happening in there?
Yes. So this is
what is happening there?
I'll show you. So this device, which is our model G200, is an energy harvesting generator. There are 6 magnets, and then the 7th is this one in here, which is an oscillating magnet. So we put this in a position of 170 degrees. And what happens is when the unit gets wet, as I'll see in a minute, it releases this, and that unit oscillates inside there, creating energy, and that energy is then used to transmit the wireless signal to the hub, telling you that you have a leak in the basement.
Is this something like Bluetooth, or what is it?
Well, this will be Z-Wave at first. Yeah, we've also done it in Bluetooth, but officially it'll be out this spring under the Z-Wave Alliance.
And it's totally compatible with what the Z-Wave requires?
Yes. This will be their first product that's batteryless. And it's a new format where it's called the sleepy node. And what that means is that it's not going to be pulled, but it's going to be commissioned the same way any wired product would be. But the first time after you take that out, it's going to send the transmission to the hub, and it'll be identified on your phone. So what I'm doing right now is I can demonstrate this product. In this one, we have a Bluetooth signal, and I have a Bluetooth app. So what I'm going to do is when I put this inside here and I lay it down, you're going to see it pop, and you're going to see a signal appear on our Bluetooth thing. So are you ready? I'm going to put this in the water now, and when that paper breaks, you're going to see a signal device on this app.
That was quick. Reliable?
Extra reliable, super reliable. It's 100%.
No batteries in there?
No batteries. And immediately it showed water leak.
This is there's a huge potential for this, isn't there?
Yes.
Like we need, what are you showing here on the poster?
Well, different applications. So there's energy harvesting can be used in a lot of different ways. We have in our booth we'll be showing a light controller with dimming and scenes. Nobody can do that without a battery. We do it. And Europe recently outlawed batteries in light controllers, so it really plays up for our business.
What does it mean, light controllers?
Well, a light switch, but it's
light switch,
wireless light switches.
Wireless light switch, no battery.
No battery.
Just by the friction of touching the button?
Just the pushing of this button, yes. And you know, we have things here like we're looking here, we can put in your car. Automakers want to get rid of wiring. And if you know, on the door, you've got those buttons for the windows, the door locks, and the mirrors. And those controls are all wired into the door.
You can totally do it wirelessly?
We can completely do it wirelessly.
Reliably?
Super reliably, yeah, absolutely.
Because the cars, they need kind of reliability and stuff.
Well, you know what? When you talk about wireless in a car, you don't need long range. You just need a robust signal. You don't want it to interfere with the car next to you, but you want it to work 100% in the car. And that's no problem with our technology. Yeah.
Nice. And here's a smart lock?
Yeah, smart locks. You know, people want smart locks. And when you look at hotels today, every hotel has these locks that require batteries. In the Marriotts and Hyatts, they have people who their sole job is to change batteries. And again, we may not be able initially to eliminate the battery, but every time someone opens the door, they can recharge the battery with our device or add to the battery life. So we're actually, our goal as a company, and my goal, is to eliminate batteries. But we know at the same time we can also help extend the life of rechargeable batteries.
And here it says battery-free garage control.
Right. So we actually have made a remote control for a garage. opening the door without any batteries. And we've talked to a couple of garage companies. The problem is some of them want the battery, their controllers, to be compatible 30 years with 30-year-old systems where they transmit for a very long time. So that's been a bit of an issue.
All these amazing use cases,
And
what requires for you to have prototypes you can show off for each of them?
Well, what we're really working on is to get to these big companies and license our technology to them. And we're not a basic licensing company in the sense that we just hand them our patent and say, good luck. We're really a turnkey company and partner to these companies where we're going to help them integrate integrate our really components into their products. So this device has been tested to over 300,000 activations. But what we can do is build this into the product. It's in the water sensor that I just showed you, but it doesn't have to look like this. It's built into the bottom of the plastic where the 6 magnets are all sitting on the base, and it's built in.
Is that only one use?
No. We completely replace these with extra strips. Once it breaks, we put a new one on, and we use this to put the magnet back in place. Now it's ready to go.
As soon as the water comes, it breaks.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
And on your animation here, you're showing some of the internals of the technology, how it's kind of like put together.
You see actually the G200 inside. You'll see this energy harvesting device inside there when they show it opening. See where the paper breaks, and then it shows inside this device activating with the spring, and that creates the energy to send the wireless signal.
Nice. Because the money cost to put one of these devices into the house could save hundreds of thousands of damage potentially.
Oh, sure. I mean, there's nothing like this. I mean, I've had leaky basements half my life, and this would have been a great thing to have if I had something like this.
Nice. Did you invent all this?
I did not. I actually am an angel investor initially and saw this technology, and the company, I tried to invest in it, they went bankrupt, and I bought some of the patents. Now that was 5 years ago, and since then we've tripled their patent portfolio into a really big situation where we really have the state-of-the-art in energy harvesting.
So the energy harvesting is the thing.
That's our thing.
That's going to totally happen.
Absolutely.
Because it's been talked about a lot. How much energy harvesting is there out there?
Right now, there's not very much. And what is being done is basically solar. You know, you got the sun, and that's great, but that's a very small amount of energy. And we've actually spoken to some people who have solar-powered products, but they want to send a transmission, and the solar doesn't really provide that interim push. So with our device here, like this, once we push this button, we have a huge amount of energy coming in. So that would supplement a solar-powered device, and we can do that.
I always thought it'd be cool if there was something in the shoes. People walk around. There's so much energy.
We actually have talked about that. There is an opportunity there as well. I mean, there's so many situations. Tire pressure monitors in cars. Soldiers in the field. If a soldier's out in the middle of the desert, this device wouldn't send a signal to the satellite. It's not big enough.
See what it is?
Yes, this is an industrial push button. Yeah, and I'll show you again on the app. I'll show you my app.
So when I click?
Yeah, look what happens here. I'm going to start it. So when you push that, now you see this. But look what's going on here. It's showing you how many total events. It's been pushed 717 times. So it's powering the non-volatile memory.
It's unlimited use?
Yes.
I feel it's a significant button, but that triggers the whole power that's needed.
And we're sending a Bluetooth signal, full stack with full encryption. Nobody in the world can do this without a battery.
Such a cool thing.
Right? And you see that you're getting, look what you're reading here. You're getting the non-volatile memory that shows 720 pushes now. You're showing an accelerometer, the XYZ axis. And we have temperature and barometric pressure. Those are 3 separate sensors that are all being powered. Plus,
there's no battery in there.
There's no battery. That's the whole concept. No battery.
Is there any chance it could be affordable to make millions of those?
Oh yeah, no. This device comes down. I mean, you know, this could be a $2, $3 device in large quantities. I've never been able to price $1 million. You know, if I asked someone for a price of $1 million, they'd laugh at a startup company asking for that.
So would you say your solution is one of the leading potential for the future of energy harvesting?
Absolutely. No, I think we are the future of energy harvesting.
All right. So all the different potential partners should start talking with you?
We're talking to a lot of them. We are. And I expect you'll see this year, we'll start making some announcements.
And over here, there's more examples right here.
Yep.
I see battery-free remote controls.
Yep, that's an easy thing for us to do. Again,
easy.
This is easy. But again, this is a 2-button. To do a complete remote control, like an AV remote control, that's going to take a little more work. Perimeter monitoring.
What is that, like a PNR sensor?
Yeah, well, we put one of these in a door, and every time the door opens, it pops and it sends a signal to the house.
All right, so it shows that somebody opened the door.
And because we don't have a battery compartment, we can seal this thing. So dust resistance, water resistance, put it outside, no problem. Every time that door opens, this thing will push and send a signal telling you that your gate's been opened.
And that could trigger some cameras to start, or it could trigger lights to turn on.
We actually are looking at things in smart doors where we could take a picture. Every time you open and close a door, we can take a picture of who opened the door and closed it.
Nice.
Water detector. So we can actually come up. We have a design to look at water towers and to know how much water's in there. And today there's a chip out that can actually read the water quality. So not only can it give you the level of the water in the water tower, but also the quality of the water in the tower. All without a battery, all remotely and wireless.
And emergency call?
Yeah, that's kind of the most basic, right?
And asset tracking. How is
asset tracking. We have a lot of things we're doing at the show. In our booth, we'll be showing harvesting from vibration. So, you know, if you have something moving like this, we can capture that energy. We also have shock detection. So we're talking to some people about heavy and expensive equipment. If you're sending a $500,000 machine overseas, you want to make sure it didn't get hit. So we can put one of these devices in there and using the non-volatile memory, actually record the time and location when this thing took a hard shock. And so the company knows, oh, wait, we better check this machine out. It took a really hard hit.
And all these examples are using the same core energy harvesting
one of our 3 harvesters. Yeah, we have 3 different. This is the 100, the one I showed you before. This one is the 200, and then I've got a 300 here, which is a slide switch that's really more in use in the future for IoT devices. Low pressure, low force, and big opportunity.
Can you talk a little bit about the inventors?
Well, yeah.
When was that happening?
I'm sorry?
The invention of this.
The invention of this actually occurred about 6-7 years ago. And the company came to me for financing, and I was going to make a deal, and the guy didn't like the terms, because I told him that the company was bankrupt and that I had to finance the whole business for him. And he told me to go home, and 6 months later, they were in bankruptcy, and I bought the patents. But like I said, we didn't just take the patents and run with it. We have fixed the work that they did, and over the last 5 years, we're up to now 15 patents with many more on the way.
And you're based in New York?
We're based in New York.
All right. And you're ready to partner with anybody in the world?
Everyone and anyone. That's why we're here at the show. Particularly in the US and Europe. Yeah.
All right. Cool.